Hello and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. We are here with the Ultimate Racing League. Oh gosh, hang on. Oh, I've just turned him off and I should have just turned him down. We're with Ultimate Racing League for their BTCC, Replica BTCC, should I say. I'm all of it other now because that's happened. And now I've got beeping in my ear for some reason. Right, let's see if we can do this better this time round. Oh, maybe not. Is there something wrong with it? Has it stopped? I think it's working. But now I've turned it down too much, I can't hear nothing. There you go. Alright then, well, just ignore that first 30 seconds or so. It's gone weird, isn't it? It's definitely sounding weird. All right, I'm just going to crack on, and if it's crap, we'll do it again. So we're here with the Ultimate Racing League for their Replica BTCC League 2 Round 3, and we are at Brands Hatch. Now, what is the Replica BTCC, I hear you ask? Well, the Ultimate Racing League have taken the rules of the British Touring Car and have applied it to the sim world. So they get to choose a road car out of a list of road cars. They get to add some modifications like sports suspension maybe, and this and that. And the cars have all been balanced out. And then they go racing, ladies and gentlemen. 3 races per round, 15 minutes per race. And they only qualify for the first one. I think the second one's reversed and the third one might be reversed of the third. Something of that, or maybe even just a random one. Someone has a random grid. I can't remember who now. So let's have a look at the championship, shall we? This has been a bit of a dodgy start because I thought, well, do you know what? I started doing it once, and then it came up on my screen, YouTube forbidden, 403 or something like that, and then I started thinking, whoa. I've been cancelled, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. And but then I started the stream again and it worked. And then my iPad was too loud. That was blasting out. No one wants listening to me twice. So it got a bit messy. But we're at Brands Hatch. It's round 3. We're here for the Replica BTCC for the Ultimate Racing League. The table so far is Wayne Mad DOGG is at the top of the table on 110 points. And he's got 2 wins under his belt so far this season. In second place, we have Niggle with 94 points. He's got 1 win. Third place, Slowpoke with 78 points. No wins yet, but he's been churning out those positions. Kian is in 4th with 1 win. Hodgie, he's 76 points, only 2 points behind Slowpoke. Hodgie's in 5th on 73 points, only 3 points behind Kian. Grahamad Ali is 6th in the Honda on 62 points, with Hawkeye in the Mercedes in 7th on 52 points. He's got a win. Declan is 8th on 48 points, with Phaser in 9th on 47 points, and Derg 10th also on 47 points and a win under his belt. Bloomfield is 11th in the Volvo on 46 points, with P. White 12th on 42 points. Viking is 13th on 30 points, with Castian in 14th on 21 points. Sid the Sloth is 15th on 17 points, and Biggie still sitting right at the bottom of the table with a big fat 0. If anyone sees Biggie, tell him he's meant to be doing something on a Wednesday evening. He may have forgotten. Because I think someone said he's going around the Caribbean, so yeah, why not? Okay, so that was the table. A bit of a messy start. I do apologise. Let's have a look at the grid then, shall we? How they qualified. Okay, then here we go. Then in pole position, which I think for the first 2 races it's been, is Wayne Mad DOGG. In his Ford Focus. The man is on fire in qualifying. He knows his car, ladies and gentlemen. He is a man that has the handle on what he is using. So Wayne G just absolutely smashing it at the moment. Then in second place, In second place, we have Hodgie in Not the Hyundai, which is now what I'm going to call it. I'm not even going to call it Lexus. Sod that. It's just always going to be known as Not the Hyundai. Hyundai, however they want me to say it. So Hodgie absolutely smashing out qualifying, getting second place for the Not the Hyundai team. Super stuff. And what do I spy just over his shoulder? Where are all the Fords? Ladies and gentlemen, for so far a championship in qualifying that has been totally overpowered by the Ford Focus. It's losing its grip. We've only got one of them up here. In second place, we've got Not a Hyundai. In third place, we have Kian in the Pertec BMW. Yes, the BMW has done an exceedingly great job. But remember, from last round, it's not a great starter off the line. It's a bit of a slow warmer-upper. So third place, that probably equates to sixth by the first corner, especially with all those Fords waiting to jump him at the lights. But great job from Kian in qualifying in the BMW. Well done. In fourth place, we have Nigel, second in the championship. Couldn't quite beat Not the Hyundai or the BMW today in qualifying. But in the race, I am sure he is revving to go. In fifth place then, just over his shoulder, is the Derg. The Derg in his Focus. Late to the championship, missed the first round. Well, he was here in the first round, but he wasn't racing for points. But now he is, ladies and gents, and he means to do business. So Derg in fifth on the grid. Sixth on the grid then goes to Slowpoke, third in the championship. And as I say, no wins as of yet, but he is churning out those positions. And that is what a championship is about. You can be a quick flame and take a couple of wins, but if you're not scoring good points in each and every single race, then you can kiss your championship good nights, because you've got your slowpokes out there, ladies and gentlemen, that are there just picking up the fourths and the fifths, but they're doing it in every race. So all hail Slowpoke, sitting in sixth place. Seventh place, we have a McShady, and it is Phaser, looking absolutely stunning in yellow and black. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this season's Phaser is donning the Mag Tools WIX filters livery with a little touch of dubby and autocar, we must say. We can also see the Eldridge air conditioning signs on the side there, and it has come together in a lovely artwork form. So yes, Phaser sitting seventh in the on the grid, ninth in the championship, and I've got to say his championship position is unfair. He's had some bad luck along the way, but I feel that luck is going to change soon. I mean, he is a hothead as well. He likes to get on that accelerator magnificently early, sometimes even before he's entered the corner. So Phaser, he's one to watch. He is a hot potato. In eighth place, we have Dangerous Declan in a Ford Focus, and this man is here for carnage and to mess it up. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, racing down in the mid-pack so far, not managing to get quite on top of the Ford Focus's true potential, but during the race, we have seen Declan absolutely raging through the field and giving everyone a hard time as he's doing it. No contact, I'm not talking that. I'm just saying good, hard-fashioned touring car racing, ladies and gentlemen. In ninth place, the Honda. I have a soft spot for the Honda, ladies and gentlemen. I am praying that it comes good, but Muhammad Ali, ninth at the moment, but that is always bettered come the race. So the Honda just checking out which way he's going to go at the start of this race. Right up the middle of all of them, Grahamad. That's the way I'd go. Then in 10th place, he's still in the brick, ladies and gentlemen. After every race, there is a threat that he's going to jump out of the Volvo camp and take a 20-point deduction for a change of car. But still, he is here. And still, the Volvo... It's not... Yeah, it is a Volvo. I was going to say he was tricking me just for the shape of it, just for a second there. I thought, has he tricked me? Has he done a Volvo livery on a Focus? But it definitely says Volvo on the back there. But for a second, you can tell at the front, obviously. That's what he'll do. He'll change a Focus, but turn up with that livery just to catch me out. You watch. I'm going to have to keep a close eye on Amanda Bloomfield. Ooh, hello. This is new. Let me introduce myself. I'm Thingamajig, and I do not know a single thing about racing, but still I choose to yabber on about it. And you are Rossi in the Bermuda. I like it. I like it a lot. So a new player in amongst us, ladies and gentlemen. Enter the chat, Rossi. Let us see what Rossi is bringing to the table in his Bermuda. 12th place then for P. White in the Merc-Shady. Don't count him off. He's a big player, ladies and gentlemen. He has a lot of pace. And I am sure his qualifying position is not going to reflect his race results today. And in 13th place, in the Focus, we have Sid the Sloth. And I tell thee what, he's a silent one. You've got to watch him. He's there to pick up where people fall off. And I tell thee what, he does well out of it. He does well out of it. As he never falls off the track. Well, in all fairness, one of the races he had to drive off the track a couple of times to let the lead cars through. But in other races, he just sits there on that grey stuff while others go flying to the sides. So Sid the Sloth looking for scalps today. In the chat then, Derg saying good morning. I'm about 7 minutes behind live, but watching. Oh, good on you. Yeah, we had a weird, shaky start. It was weird. YouTube is against me today. It is a day where for trickery and... I could just stop the thing now, say, oh, April Fool's Day. Ah! But I'm not going to do that because I am revving to go. I want this as badly as you do. So Wayne the Mad D-O-double-G on pole. Is he going to make it a trilogy of first race wins? His 2 wins before have been in the first race of the round. And is he going to do it again? No, they're all soft tyres. The tyre rules are 3 races. They've got to use at least 2 compounds over those 3 races. So far, they've mainly been using 2 sets of softs. I mean, a set of softs in each of the first 2 races and opting to use the mediums in the second race because that has heavier fuel and tyre wear. That is everything. Brace yourselves. This is going to get absolutely manic. Wayne versus Hodgie to the first corner, Paddock Hill Bend. It's taken many a scalp before, and the Focusers do fly, but not enough, because Hodgie's held on to second, Niggles jumped up to third, Kian in fourth, but it's a Wayne G through Paddock Hill, the first, and everyone looks like they virtually survived. Oh, everyone. Sid the Sloth, quite not. But Wayne G now under threat from Hodgie. Hodgie trying to do the job early before Wayne gets into his rhythm. And you know what it's like, the rhythm is going to get you. And talking about going to get you, there's a queue of Focusers behind the Bermuda, and they're going for it. Derg having a look, no, Kian still on the apex. He holds the position, ladies and gentlemen, settle down. No, Derg is still alongside, and Derg, with the audacity of the Focus, just pushes on through, and Slowpoke wants to emulate the Derg. He wants to follow him. His race is not with the Bermuda, he says. And Kian again for the second first race in a row, dropping. Oh, there was a bit of a punt on on Declan there from Fazer getting late on the brakes, and Declan felt that I tell thee. And Kian at the moment in a focus sandwich, and he is struggling for grip in the bit as Wayne G, he's not running away with it because Hodgie is staying with him this time. Hodgie saying, well, too many times we've watched you scamper away in the first race, and Hodgie is pushing him all the way to see what frailties that focus has got, and the focus going in wide, taking a lovely slice on the apex, and Hodgie nearly got his nose taken off there. Nigel has to deal with the Derg at the moment. The Derg all up and in his business. Slowpoke not running away from Kian. Kian keeping pace with Slowpoke right now. And look, there you go. The BMW starting to warm up. It takes a lap or two, but the BMW now awake and ready to fight. And Slowpoke now has got his hands full of Bumawur. Declan, he's right on his case. I told you. What did I tell you about the decks? You got to watch out for him. He's in there, and he doesn't mess about when he makes an overtake. You know you've been overtaken. Look around the outside, ladies and gents. The dangerous deck, and he pulls it off in a beautiful manner. Absolutely delicious from Declan there. Kian, nothing he can do, and there's a rumble in the jungle down here. Rossi there fighting it out with Bloomfield and the Honda of Grahamad Ali. And P. White closing in with the McShady, with Sid the Sloth carrying a hefty penalty around the Brands of Hatch. Waney at the moment, though, still not getting it all his own way. Hodgie, though, these two are the breakaway of the crowd. Look at them. But Nigel may be clever. We've seen the tyres wearing thin near the end of the races, and these guys starting to get very slippery. So maybe Nigel trying to pace the car that was squealing. This good. It's good. I heard squealing, wheels squealing. Screaming for mercy as they go through Paddock Hill Bend. Nigel in third, but Derg is really giving him something to think about. Ooh, something to think. No, let's talk about. No, wait. Ooh, I've lost my iPad. It's gone. Right. So Derg, let's go on board. Why not? So in Derg's point of view then, there we see Nigel just ahead. We've got Slowpoke just behind, and Kian has dropped off of Slowpoke there. No, Declan. Oh yeah, Declan made that awesome move against Kian. I missed it. Ooh, Nigel in the corner, having to give it some extra, but Derg going a little wide out the corner, but he hasn't lost too much time. And oh, he's had to come off, but he's picked up a penalty. Barely anything in it, wasn't there, ladies and gents? But Derg picks up a penalty for that small infringement. Slowpoke, though, that's woke him up. Hello. Someone's getting purple sectors. They see a red box above someone's name, and suddenly they're on board. He's going for the move already, is he? Or is Derg's paid the penalty? Sorry, that must be where the penalty is it? Gosh, they put it in some crazy odd places. So Slow and Derg duking it out, and Derg still ahead of Slowpoke somehow. So Derg taking that penalty like a absolute legend, and still keeping the position. Beautiful stuff. Declan, oh, Declan and Kian not finished yet. That tail has still got a few declarations in it. And Declan then coming back side by side all the way around the first part of the track. And Declan there, he gets it in the end through Graham Hill Bend. Beautiful stuff. And oh my word, Fazer he's also there in the McShadys, and he's giving the Beamer a lot to think about. Unbelievable racing up and down the field as Kian under threat now from Fazer. Fazer trying the impossible around the outside, but he's backed out of that one. And we've got a huge mistake up ahead, and it's not Declan, it's Slowpoke. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he's just gone a little wide there, isn't he? It's nothing major. And you get punished, ladies and gents. And Slowpoke on a push there to catch up with the deck, and oh, he should have been able to get away with that. That's a little bit over the top from the GT7 physics there, I think. Beautiful to see though for us. Fortunately for Slowpoke, has to wait for the whole field to come by virtually, and a beautiful entry, thank you for that. So Slowpoke having a absolute big one as Wayne G and Hodgie are run away from, oh no, Niggle and Derg are coming back at him. Niggle with the fastest lap last time around, and Wayne then doing a 31.4 that last time. Hodgie a 31.9, Niggle a 31.4, 34 from Derg a 30.4, and Derg then is a man on the move, and Niggle is just a blockade to him at the moment. Declan up to 5th with Kian hot under his collar. Kian is like the new Rash of this season, and Declan has got a bad case of it. Oh, Fazer going very wide there, picking himself up a half-a second penalty, and Muhammad Ali in 8th place, staring down the barrel of a few positions ahead. Rossi is in 9th place ahead of the Volvo Brick in 10th. P. White in 11th in the McShadies, and Slowpoke coming back in this race like a phoenix from the flames. Sid the Sloth in 13th. Wayne G leads the way though, and Hodgie, he's looking like he's struggling to keep up with him now. Wayne is really starting to slap down, and Hodgie, he's going to have to, his tyres are good though, his tyres are good. But all of them are at the moment. They seem to be keeping their tyres a lot better. We're halfway through the race, and I'm sure in the race before, the round before Tsukuba, they were kind of tearing their tyres apart. So it looks like the Brands is being kinder to the rubber. But Wayne G cannot shake off Hodgie. He's just pulled a 30.9 out of his closet, with Hodgie doing a 30.6, ladies and gentlemen. Hodgie now, we can feel here in the stadium and the stands that Hodgie is starting to turn up the gas light on the pressure cooker. Hodgie is fighting for the lead. Wayne's dominance in the first race of each round is starting to crumble. Niggle in 3rd, trying to catch up with him. He can taste the battle ahead, with Derg pushing him all the way. Derg being the fastest lap holder at the moment. Then Kian's lost Declan. No, Declan's not that far behind. He's just having a respite. But there's not much track out there, Kian. You've got to be careful. And Declan likes that. He says, yeah, push. Harder, Kian, harder. Go hard, Kian. Go hard in those corners. That's what Declan's saying. Push your little heart out. And Declan doing just the same, pushing like an absolute madman. And Fazer is a threat. We've seen him rock up to the back of them before, and I believe he can do it again in that Mercedes. Muhammad Ali closing in on Fazer though. Fazer's got to be careful. Let's see what his lap time is this time around as he crosses the line to finish lap 6. It's a 32.7, respectable. What did Muhammad Ali do? 32.0, more respectable. 7/10 faster than Fazer. Fazer could be in trouble now. He's got to get his head down. He's got to get those lap times in. He's got to try and catch up with Declan, yes, but he's got to try and avoid this man here in a Honda, Muhammad Ali. And Rossi is absolutely keeping pace with the Honda. Oh no, Rossi on the curb. Oh my God, the does not like the curbs, ladies and gentlemen, and Rossi finds himself staring at Barry R, and there they all go past him. What a kick in the shins, ladies and gentlemen. All that hard work. Bloomfield through and up to 9th place. Slowpoke back up into 10th. P. White in 11th, and Rossi down and into 12th place. And he's still got time. There's 5 laps to go. Well, 5 minutes to go in this race. Wayne G and Hodgie still the same distance apart. Wayne a 31.0 last time, 31.3. We're talking tenths. It's seesawing between the two of them. Small mistakes, over drives are what is going to cause the change of lead here. And both of these drivers driving at the height of their careers. Waney, 30.4 last time around, but Hodgie stole that fastest lap from the Derg with a 30.1, and he is bringing not the Hyundai back and into play for the win of this race. Derg somewhere has got past Nigel. Unbelievable stuff. So the Derg has been freed up. Let's see what pace he has, because he did have the fastest lap before Hodgie took it. Nigel in fourth. Is he struggling with tyres? He is a little bit. Yeah, it's a little worse than Derg's. Derg's are looking good. Hodgie's are looking good, and Waney's are looking fantastic. So they're not going to look to Waney's tyre wear to help him out here. Kian's tyres absolutely superb as he pulls away from Fazer. Something's changed here. Is it Declan? Has he slipped behind the pair of them? I believe he has. A 34.0 last time around, and it does look like them Focusers do like to lean on that outside tyre. Oh, Fazer's gone wild, ladies and gentlemen. He's gone wild again, and they're going side by side through the corner, but I imagine, well, they've not given Fazer a penalty, but yeah, losing a position to Declan there, and easily Grahamad Ali, who's been chasing him for a few laps here, and oh my God, Fazer, we do know he's been having some wheel issues of late. Wheel, boom, 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 you know, the ones that you turn. He's been having some hardware issues of late with his wheel, so maybe his this is a byproduct of something wrong with his wheel. But Grahamad Ali is there, and he's chasing Declan now, he finds, and Declan with a dodgy tyre is going to be easy pickings for Grahamad Ali, who wastes no time whatsoever up the inside into Druids, and he says, thank you very much, where's your grip gone, son? And Declan says, no way, I don't know, this Focus is a monster in the middle of the race. But Grahamad Ali then taking the Honda up to 6. Great driving from Grahamad Ali. Kian, great tyres. Go and chase Nigel, my friend. You've got the tyres. You can do a 30.4. You don't want to be doing these 32.3s. Get on it. Oh, he's up on his own time, ladies and gentlemen. He's taking heed of the situation, and the situation is Nigel is struggling on the Focus at the moment. Derg much happier, closing in on the lead race between Waney and Hodgie, and it has been dicing. They've been dicing with times. Oh, I thought Waney had pulled over there to pay a penalty. Let me have a sip of my hot brew, ladies and gentlemen. It's been manic. So Waney G then just ahead of the Hodge, and he's not going to podge this one. Derg closing in. He smells blood. He smells blood. He sees that if these two get into a tangle, he is going to come through victorious, and Hodgie, he is closed in. He is no more chasing. It is on like Donkey Kong, ladies and gentlemen. Take a seat. Something's moved down here. Declan with no grip. Fazer's closed back in on Grahamad Ali. I think Grahamad Ali fell back behind Declan. Now Declan, he's still the threat, but Fazer absolutely unfazed by the couple of mistakes made in the race, and he is all up and in the Honda is business. But the fight here between Hodgie and Waney, we're into the last minute of racing, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I think the flag will be out before they get to the finish line. This is their final lap. I'm going to put my neck out and say this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Waney's just got to survive a few more corners. Hodgie, has he got any push left in him? The flag is out now. Derg is in third comfortably, but Waney G coming around that final corner, and it looks like it's his third one in a row. Well done, absolutely super stuff from the championship leader. Hodgie in second, great drive, with Derg coming home the final podium sitter. Nigel nurses that car home to fourth place, with Kian in fifth. Great job for the Burma driver. And Grahamad Ali, sixth place, holding off the McShady of Fazer, and he grabs himself a fine sixth, with Fazer in seventh, Declan in eighth, and Slowpoke coming home in ninth, and he holds on to that ninth. He must be a second ahead of Rossi. And Rossi grabbing 10th, great debut, with Bloomfield in 11th, and P. White never really factored, ladies and gentlemen. His McShady not on form, and Sid the Sloth already finishing in 13th. So a superb job done yet again by that man there, Wayne. First race of the first 3 rounds, he has been the man. I believe that's how it's gone. I haven't got all the stats in front of me, but if I'm remembering from last week's stats, look at me flicking pages. Oh, flick those pages. Yeah. Round 1, he won the first race, and I'm pretty sure last week at Tsukuba, he won the first race. So, Wayne keeping the pattern up and strong. Hodgie in second. My good golly gosh. What a drive. He did not let Wayne pull away whatsoever. And my word, he gave us a beautiful, beautiful race with Dergview battling with the Niggle all along to grab that podium. Are you ready for race 2, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, I know. Another one. Unbelievable, isn't it? It's crazy. You think they'd need a long rest after that, but no. They just turn it around and get ready to go again. So here we go. Race 2. That is race 2. Yeah, I do ask you not to read the screen over the next second or so, because it's a spoiler. And who wants it spoiled? You want to see it in the race. You don't want to read it. That is like opening Facebook on race day. Right, then. Let's have a quick look at the grid. See if we can see if it's some random grid or if it's... Oh, no, that's the wrong button. Or if there is it's either going to be reverse or really random. I think it's a reverse. I think it's reverse race 1, and I think the third race is reverse of race 2. So, yeah, there you go. P White? No, because Sid the Sloth wouldn't be there. So I think, yeah, this could be very random. Very random. I knew one of them was. So P. White is on pole in the McShady with Derg alongside him in second. That's very helpful for Derg there. That's going to be a good push for him. They're both on soft tyres. Hodgie in third. We've seen he's got pace here. So Derg's going to have a run for his money up to Paddock Hill Bend. Also starting on softs. Kean in fourth. Good pick for Kean in fourth place. And he must be well happy with that. Fifth for Grahamad Ali. And we've seen what he does from virtually the back of the grid. Could this be Grahamad Ali's first win on the cards? Wayne G in sixth. He's got it all to do. But we've seen him do more. So Wayne G could be a threat. Seventh is Slowpoke. And Slowpoke will be wanting to make amends for race 1. Niggle is in 8th, and that is a tough battle for Niggle, but he is more than made up for it. He can handle that. Sid the Sloth in 9th place with Declan behind him, and that has to be a worry. Phaser in 11th, and we know the McShady takes a couple of laps to get going, so I'm sure we'll see him later in the race with Rossi starting in 12th, and Bloomfield really getting the smelly end of the stick down there in 13th in the brick. Shall we get on with this race, ladies and gentlemen? It is tantalising. They're all on soft tyres, I'm pretty sure. I did look. And it's lights out, and we are a go. Remember look at those Fords absolutely throwing themselves into the middle of the road because they know they have the pace. And P. White, the McShady, really not wanting to get off the line. And it's Derg that takes the lead ahead of Hodgie. It's a Focus and not a Hyundai again. Then we've got Wayne G, absolutely nippy off of the line, and Kean in fourth. P. White just slipping down to fifth. Slowpoke sixth. Niggle is seventh. He's jumped a spot. Sid the Sloth has jumped a few, is in eighth, and it's Grahamad Ali that hurt the most there in the Honda in ninth. Phaser in 10th. Declan in 11th. Rossi in 12th, and E. Bloomfield in 13th. So Derg, he's going to want to run away with this one. He's already got a win under his belt so far this season, but Hodgie, he's looking for that one. Hodgie is 5th in the championship, 3 points behind Kian. So he's going to be looking to jump Kian, and maybe with Slowpoke having a rough first race, Hodgie could be in place for jumping over him as well. So watch this space. Just dinged. Where's my phone? So Derg under threat now because Hodgie closing in. Oh no, Wayne G's picked up a penalty, and Kian might be a little too far back to get any benefit out of that. And P. White held on to that 5th place after a bit of a slow start. But the McShady is in action now, but he's being harassed and harangued by Slowpoke. Slowpoke wants to get by in his Focus Niggle as well. 7th. Oh, Phaser going the long way round, and he's been followed by the Volvo, it looks like. And Rossi in amongst all of this as well, and Sid the Sloth. And my good golly gosh, it's going crazy. And Phaser still hasn't found the way back onto the track yet. It's got to be his wheel, ladies and gentlemen. He's got to be struggling with something. It looks like he's staying out of the way. So unless he had a moment with Declan. Declan's on the medium tyres. Is he waiting for Declan? If he waits for Declan, then we'll go back. Declan goes through, and then he's back on the accelerator. All right, okay. So obviously there was an issue between Phaser and Declan, I think. Let's have a look. Here we go. So where is... No, there's no Declan in this picture. No, I don't know why he's doing. He's just waiting for... Oh, he's hit Sid the Sloth there. So maybe he thought that was maybe he's got his focuses mixed up, hasn't he? I think he's got his focuses mixed up, possibly, and let the wrong focus by. He must have thought he'd sent it into the Shadow Realm. That must be what happened there with Phaser. There's no biggie. I think he was just trying to let a focus by, but it was the wrong focus. He'd already let it by. You've already let it by, my friend. He's already gone. It was Sid the Sloth you knocked. Nothing to do. I don't know why Declan's all the way down there. Maybe he had something with Declan earlier. I'm not going back to the beginning of the race to find out what happened to Declan. But anyway, Dergview leads with Hodgie still in the same position he found himself in race 1, chasing a bloody Focus. What does the man have to do to be chased? Come on, it's your turn to chase me now. I've been chasing you all day. So Wayne G in 3rd spot with Kian closing in, pulling the same tricks he did in the first race, ladies and gentlemen. He just likes to get that BMW set ready. He gives it a lap or two, and then he pulls out the hammer. And Wayne G, we know he is swift, but he only pulled a 32 out of his shorts that last time. And Hodgie never been closer to the lead. My good golly gosh, is he going to take this one? He's looking for it. Derg a little wide there, but Hodgie had a little slide on mid-corner. No issues. Nothing to concern yourself with. But Derg did get to pull out a couple of tenths away from Hodgie. The slide hurt him a little bit there, and he's got to regroup and get on it again. Wayne, though. Wayne, a threat to Hodgie. Ooh, Hodgie is absolutely pushing that, not the Hyundai, all over Brands Hatch, ladies and gentlemen. He's leaving no piece of tarmac undriven on. And Derg, he's feeling that pressure, I tell thee, he knows the Hodge is on at Brands. They've turned it on. Wayne's dropping behind the leaders, and Kian is, I think, closing in. A 31.5 from Kian last time around. Wayne a 32.0. So it does look like Kian is starting to push on. Slowpoke in 5th. He's gained a position. Niggle's gained a position. Oh, that was a phaser, wasn't it? Drop in. No, P. White's dropped 2 positions. P. White slipping behind the 2 Fords. Bloomfield up to 8th. He was on the back row, remember, and but Rossi is on the move, on board with Rossi, and Rossi fancying a go at Bloomfield as they come up to Paddock Hill Bend. The BMW points in absolutely deliciously, picks up a little slip up here into Druids, heavy on the brakes, the Volvo parking it on the apex, but it's no worry to Bloomfield, to Rossi. He's not there yet. He's not ready to make his move. But Muhammad Ali behind does look like he's ready to make a move. And he does make the move, ladies and gentlemen. Here he comes. Oh, and the BMW's got the apex. And Muhammad Ali he's picked up a half a second penalty in amongst the battling. And Rossi defending like a legend against a very rapid Muhammad Ali, and he comes through, but he is going to have to pay a penalty. And Rossi still getting to terms with the BMW. Sid the Sloth up into 11th place ahead of Declan, who has made up a lot of time here, and Phaser slipping further back, which leads me to believe he is definitely having hardware problems with his wheel. Derg leading from Hodgie, and he's doing it comfortably, ladies and gentlemen. No doubt, no worries, no stress. But he's nearly put it out there, though. Derg saying, I got my downforce so wrong, no control in the corners. So there we go, a little input from Derg. The Derg has said he got his downforce all wrong here, and he's struggling with the corners. You know what that means? Wild tyre wear, ladies. Incoming rubber usage. So Derg having to rely on the tyres more than the aero of the car in the corners. Hodgie, though, does look like he's leaning on his tyre as well. He's pushed hard all race. Wayne, he's there. Is he doing a bit of tyre? He's the best on his tyres. If he can just stay there in 3rd, keeping those guys ahead of him in sight, they will fall back towards him because they'll lean on their tyres. I'm pretty sure they were, although Derg, even though he was absolutely caned his tyres in that first race, it didn't look like he lost any time from it. Kian, what's he doing? He's 30.7. Wayne, 30.6. So Kian also holding that pace of the leaders, and his tyres don't wear as bad as them. So if he can stay this close to later in the race, we're coming up to halfway. We are halfway, and Niggle up into 5th. He's got him ahead of Slowpoke, I think. Slowpoke slipping behind the Niggle. Niggle's not messing. He likes to get on the podium as much as he possibly can. 2nd in the championship. He doesn't want Wayne getting too many points ahead of him. Slowpoke in 6th place. P. White in that McShady, and it looks like he's holding it. He's holding that it's a rough car, it looks. It looks like it's a tough car to drive, and he's holding 7th place. The Volvo is coming, though. 34.1 last time around from the Volvo, with P. White doing a 34.2. So the Volvo slowly coming. And Rossi has got himself back ahead of Muhammad Ali after Muhammad Ali paid the penalty. But Rossi, he still looks like, with his first race, it's round 3. These guys have had two rounds, 6 races, and whatever practice to get used to the cars that they are driving. And oh my God, I mean, look at Rossi. He's done 60 miles in the BMW. He's barely touched tarmac, ladies and gentlemen. Barely touched tarmac. And it's a development season. It's nothing that can happen with instant. It takes a couple of rounds to get you set up and the balance and everything feeling right in your car. But at the moment, he's holding his own up against the Honda that is threatening, but the Honda is through. But Rossi sneaking through up the apex. Very nice in the BMW. And Muhammad Ali has got something to do, or somewhat to do. Declan Whoa, stop the press, I'm going back as far as it needs to go. So Hodgie coming around lap 6, but it's about 9 minutes. The tyre is showing a little bit of wear, but it doesn't matter. I think Hodgie has just got the lap. And he's all the way up and in the Focus's business as he pulls alongside, lining up Paddock Hill Bend, and there's nothing that Dirk can do about that. He says, I'm coming through, son. So watch your 6. And Hodgie, does he late break it into Druids? He does a little bit. Dirk has a bit more control coming through Druids as they go down to Graham Hill Bend. And Dirk is looking, he slid a little bit there. And Hodgie gives himself a little bit of breathing space. But Dirk is on it, ladies and gentlemen, as is Waney. Waney closing in on the 2 leaders. Did he save his tyres enough earlier in the race where Dirk has spent a lot of tyre staying ahead of the Hodgie? But Hodgie is absolutely killing it in the not the Hyundai. Ooh, don't throw it away now, Hodge. There's Dirk right there in his wake. Again, Hodge hanging the Hyundai, not the Hyundai, out into the zones where I wouldn't like to tickle or touch. And he really is hanging the Lexus out to, I'm going to call it a Lexus, it's leading the car, I can't keep taking the mick. It's got to be a Lexus, hasn't it? I can't keep calling it not the Hyundai, it's leading for God heaven's sake. And it challenged the first race. It has earned its right to be called a Lexus, ladies and gentlemen. So the Lexus. So Hodgie in the Lexus is absolutely astounding the crowds here at Brands Hatch, and Dirk is leaning on his tyre, trying again the tighter line with the Focus. He's got the drive up the inside though, into Druids, and Dirk steals the spot back, but he's late on the brakes, and Hodgie's onto the apex. They're side by side coming down to Graham Hill Bend, but Dirk is in a better position, but he's got to try and get out. He's cut his angle of that corner, and Hodgie has got a drive, and now Waney G is in the action, and here comes Hodgie with the drive through Graham Hill Bend. He won that one with Dirk having to defend, and he limited his cornering speed with the tightness he entered that corner, and Hodgie just said all day long, Dirk. And Dirk still on the trail, he's still pushing hard, but now Waney has entered the chat, and things are just about to get very interesting. Waney coming off there, he had a run on Dirk, I feel, but for not the place to do it. So Waney just waiting for his moment, but it does look like Dirk could be vulnerable here. And Waney is ready to deal out a bit of punishment. Kian holding on to that 4th place. He's all on his own. This is beautiful. It's great points, and he's got no stress. Oh, don't do that. I'll tell you what, I say don't do that. He's done it all round, so why not? Keep it up, it's working for you. Niggle in 5th. What is Keane doing? 32.4, 32.5, shall we say. Niggle doing a 32.1, but the tyres are going, and Slowpoke is pushing him all the way with a 31.8. PY in 7th, another one. No one around him. Comfortable. Nice, comfortable drive, but his tyres are dropping like they are hot. With Grahamad Ali and Rossi chasing him down, he might be in trouble. They've got absolutely fresh tyres, so PY might be in trouble before the end of the race from Grahamad Ali and Rossi that are coming rapidly. Declan looking after his tyres a lot better this race. Oh no, because they're mediums. Of course, he went on the mediums, and it's paid dividends for him because he's ahead of Fazer. Bloomfield's dropped as well. He did a 140.3 last time out. That had to hurt. And Sid the Sloth looks like he's been moving out the way, or he's just having a look at Paddock Hill Bend's gravel trap. Hodgie still leads, ladies and gentlemen. So it was his turn to be chased. And Dirk's got more worries than the win at the moment, I think, with Waney G looming large. We are 13.5 minutes through a 15-minute race. This next lap is the last chance saloon, ladies and gentlemen. If they want to try and take this win from Hodgie, they've only got 1 lap to do it, and Hodgie he ain't giving it up. He ain't giving nothing up. So try as you might, Hodgie is driving for his life, ladies and gentlemen. There's a bomb on that car, and he can't drop below 50 miles per hour. Derg, and here we go, Waney going up against the Derg. He knows every point is going to count at the moment. I mean, Niggle's down in 6th place. That's his closest contender in the championship. But Waney does not want to play around. He knows he's a true champion. That's the thing. He knows every position counts. Let's not settle for 3rd place. We need to push on and get that win away from Hodgie. Hodgie, at the moment, on for his first win this season, and it's looking absolutely solid for him. Slowpoke got ahead of Niggle. Niggle's picked up a penalty, and so has Slowpoke. But that battle we saw just brimming up, and then Hodgie... Oh, we've still got some way to go, don't worry. We'll do a quick field run. So Kian in 4th, doing a super job. Slowpoke is ahead of Niggle, but they're both carrying a half-a-second penalty. So they'll wipe each other out. P. White has been caught by Grahamad Ali and Rossi, but he might be safe. He might be safe. The timer might have saved him, ladies and gentlemen. Declan in 10th, Fazer in 11th. Bloomfield is up ahead of Sid the Sloth. And now, here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Look at him go in the Lexus. It's Hodgie taking the win. Derg in 2nd, and Waney G comes home in 3rd. Congratulations. Kian grabs himself a solid 4th place today. Superb in the BMW. Slowpoke coming home in 5th place. Great drive there with Niggle in 6th. P. White, can he do it? No. Grahamad Ali is alongside him, and P. White trying as hard as he might in the final corner. Grahamad Ali driving around the outside of him, and now they're racing to the line. It's between the two of them. Grahamad Ali just a nose ahead of P. White, with Rossi coming home in 9th. Declan in 10th. Fazer having woes on woes, ladies and gentlemen, today is 11th, with the Bloomfield crossing the line virtually backwards in the brick. Lovely stuff. 12th, and Sid the Sloth just up to the final corner now, and grabs himself 13th. It's all points. It's all points, ladies and gentlemen. Great racing for race 2. Woo! Hey, where do you go when you want to see some tight, close, fantastical racing, ladies and gentlemen? That's right here, and any of the other URL broadcasters. I mean, this is League 2. Don't forget, there's a whole league of aliens that are doing exactly this with Mark Wilson. So find Mark Wilson on YouTube, and you can have more of this. More of this, ladies and gents. Is that what you want? Of course you do. One more race then, ladies and gentlemen. And my good golly gosh, Brands Hatch has delivered some magnificent racing so far. The tyre wear and the fuel wear has now been hyped up a notch. So I am sure, don't look at that, I am sure we are going to see medium tyres. Well, one has used his medium tyres. Declan, if I remember rightly, has used his medium tyres. So Declan can go on this one with softs. But we saw Declan being one of the ones that struggled the most with tyre wear in race 1. So maybe he's going to use 2 sets of mediums. Let's have a look, shall we? Straight to the top. Niggle is on pole. Honestly, it might be another random. I'm not sure. So Niggle starts on pole position, and he has donned a set of racing mediums. Grahamad Ali also with a set of mediums in the Honda on the front row. But remember, the Honda does seem to struggle off the line. P. White as well, the McShady, also struggles off the line. He's on the medium tyres. Rossi in the BMW's going with softs. So has he already used the mediums and I didn't even notice? I'm sure he has, and I just wasn't paying close enough attention to what Rossi had on his car. But he's got softs on. A mistake or not, I'm not sure. But yeah, starting 4th. Declan in 5th. He has gone for a double set of medium tyres, ladies and gentlemen. He's not playing. He's not playing. He knows that focus kills tyres, and he is not having it. So Declan going with a set of medium tyres. Phaser in the BMW, the McShady is also on medium tyres. Bloomfield in the brick on medium tyres with Sid the Sloth on medium tyres in 8th place. Slowpoke on medium tyres in 9th. Kian in 10th on medium tyres. Wayne G is on medium tyres in 11th. Wayne G is not been helped. Actually, that is the winning. Hang on. Is it up to that 8th place again? Kian, Slowpoke. No. And Sid the Sloth finished, so it must be up to the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, it's the top 5 have gone to the back. Top 5 gone to the back. That's why Niggle, and that's how they must have finished. Niggle, Grahamad Ali, PY, Rossi, Declan, Phaser, Bloomfield, Sid the Sloth. There you go. Yeah, we worked it out. We're clever. Nah. Slowpoke in 9th, Kian in 10th, Wayne G in 11th. I say we worked it out. They've written it down for me. I just didn't look. Well, I can never find them on Messenger. 12th for Dirtview, and Hodgie starting in 13th. What can he do from there? Niggle, it's got to be a shoe-in, hasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Niggle, he's going to fly off that line. He's been fast all round. This one's an easy one. Niggle's already had a win this season. He's just about to add it to 2 wins. Let's go. The lights are on, and now they're not. Let's go. Racing. And yes, Niggle flies, ladies and gentlemen. Rossi had an absolutely beauty start with those soft tyres. Declan is in amongst the skirmish, and he's done well with PY holding on positions, not bad, but he does have a wall of focusers behind him, waiting to get through as Phaser tries to go around the outside, but PY says, no sir, not today. And Phaser had a little bit of an off there. Slowpoke sneaked one through. Declan is through as well, but it's Rossi who is heading towards Niggle. He is on those soft tyres, remember. But maybe he's going to make a pit stop. That seems crazy. But maybe he's going to make a pit stop and put mediums on. Who knows? PY in 5th place, and he's got Sid the Sloth breathing down his neck. Kian in the BMW in 7th. We've got some movement down here. Grahamad Ali slipping all the way down to 8th, but he's got Wayne up to 9th. Hodgie also making his way up to 10th. Phaser, we saw having an off earlier in 11th, and he's got Dirk alongside him, and Bloomfield is there in the brick in 13th as Dirk moves ahead of Phaser. Hodgie is chasing Wayne G again. He knows that feeling. Grahamad Ali in 8th, fighting with Sid the Sloth, who's just picked up a penalty, and that's going to... Oh, no. Grahamad Ali looks like he's going slow, and Hodgie's just come through. Hodgie and Wayne have taken the move on Grahamad Ali. So, I don't know what happened there. If he didn't have a penalty, maybe he got out of it. Kian's found PY, and Kian's overtaken PY as quickly as he found him, not messing around in the BMW. We saw the BMW takes a lap to get its feet on. Niggle flying, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely flying. Rossi's picked up a half a second penalty, and Declan is there for it. Slowpoke staying with Declan. He knows Declan cannot keep a set of tyres for the race, and Slowpoke wants to get involved in that. Kian can close in on them as well, with PY chasing them down. Sid the Sloth, he's got a lot of things to deal with Dirk and Hodgie side by side behind him, and Wayne G just behind them, but it's Dirk that claims the spot, but Hodgie having another look, and Hodgie's just not playing today. This is his track, you can tell, and Dirk makes his way past Sid the Sloth, and Sid the Sloth not putting up too much of a fight for it, but no, Hodgie can't get by. Looked like Hodgie had made the move to look, and I think Sid the Sloth had moved over to get out of the way, and yeah, it held Hodgie up, and now Wayne is there. Wayne is alongside, and Hodgie's boxed in. He's boxed in behind the focusers. He's in a box of Fords, ladies and gentlemen, but he's held his own, and Phaser's come flying from nowhere, and Phaser's absolutely annihilated. They're all off, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what happened. Oh no, it's getting worse. Don't look, children, look away. So where did Phaser come from, lady? So they were all squabbling. and Fazer comes up the inside, and I think Hodgie was moving out of a Focus's way, found a Fazer, and then they all ended up off the track, and Fazer comes on and wipes out another Focus. And yeah, Fazer, unfortunate for him. I don't you know, that's just one of those things, it seems. I don't know what the stewards have said, but it really did look like, I think the Lexus tried to get out of the way of Sid the Sloth, and Fazer was already up the inside of him. Now, Fazer did come in fast, but you know, I'm not sure. Luckily, I'm not part of the stewards team, and I don't have to work that one out. So Niggle leads. Slowpoke, Declan and Rossi all duking it out. We saw Rossi had picked up a penalty, and that is what the result of it, with Slowpoke and Declan both making their way past. And I think Slowpoke was behind Declan, so Slowpoke up to second. Can he chase Niggle down? We saw Niggle faded. We saw him fading in both races near the end of the race, so if Slowpoke can just stay with him, there's a good opportunity that Niggle will struggle come the last lap or two. Declan in third. We've got a Focus 1, 2, 3 going on here with Rossi on the soft tyres, and I'm not 100% sure if he used the mediums. I can't remember noticing him being on mediums, but I'm not saying he wasn't. I just don't remember seeing him. Definitely not race 1. They were all on medium or softs. Race 2 possibly. I can't say I noticed. Kian in fifth with Derg on his 6. Derg not playing today. He needs more points. It's did he get a win? He got, did he? No, he didn't, did he? Because Hodgie he got a third in race 1, I think. But yeah, Hodgie absolutely stole the show in race 2. So Derg down in 6th place. He'll not be wanting to stare at that BMW for very long. P. White holding on to 7th, but Wayne's dropped down. Has he? He was, oh, maybe not. No, Hodgie. Yeah, there was a whole thing, wasn't there, with Fazer? That's right. Sid the Sloth is off the road with Muhammad Ali coming through in 12th, and Fazer with a half a second penalty coming around in 13th. And Sid the Sloth still ahead of Muhammad Ali. So Muhammad Ali got hurt quite hard when Fazer had his accident. Niggle still leads this race, and he's a nice distance ahead of Slowpoke. He can just pace himself, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't have to use his tyres up. He doesn't have to go for maximum effort. Maybe 92% rather than 110. Slowpoke, he knows his business. He's a pro sim racer, ladies and gentlemen. He knows exactly what he needs to do and how to do it. Rossi back up to 3rd. He's got himself back ahead of Derg. Or has Declan just dropped? I'm really losing track of this. This is a struggle for me. Yeah, because Wayne was chasing PY. Declan was chasing Kian. Derg. No, it's just Derg's dropped behind Rossi, I think. That's all right. I don't know how Derg's dropped behind him. Derg again. It's a struggle. He got the fastest lap on lap 3, but now, for some reason, he's not carrying the pace that he had, and he's got a BMW. Whoa, a squirrely BMW right up his jacksie, and it doesn't slow the BMW down, does it? As squirrely as it is in the corners and as slidey as it comes out of the corners, it doesn't affect its pace. It's got good pace with lack of control. So good for BMW. Derg, though, he knows how to. He was in 6th. I'm sure it was Declan that's dropped. I honestly can't think. Wayne in 7th. I'll watch this back just to remind myself where they were. Hodgie is making his way through quite nicely, you got to say. Up to 8th place now. I don't think there's a race win in this one for him, but to gain as many points on Wayne. Well, Wayne's just ahead of him, so he's got to keep up with Wayne. I lost track of this race, didn't I, somewhere? PY in 9th. He slipped down again a couple of places, but Bloomfield with a penalty and in the brick with Muhammad Ali in the Honda. These guys' races, I think, were affected near the start. And Sid Sloth in 12th with Phaser. Phaser's Brands Hatch has not been a good one. McShady are going to have to go away and really have a good think about this one. It's not worked out nicely for them, it has to be said. So Nigel looking down the barrel of a win here. Who can stop him? Who dare stop him? He's been knocking on the door for the last 2 races, but again, we've got to watch. I mean, it's holding on very well. Those medium tyres have held on better than the softs at this point in the race. We're just over halfway, and at the moment, you've got to say the Focus looking strong in the race 3. They're in the top 3 positions, and their tyres are holding on. Kian ahead of Rossi. Rossi went faster than he has gone before in that last lap, 32.8, and Kian with a 32.5 though. Kian on fire, ladies and gentlemen. The Burmower is doing a superb job, and Rossi in also Burmower is doing very good. Wayne G has got Declan behind him now, so he's got ahead of Declan. And Wayne G, born lucky, man. They just move out the way for him. He's got the fastest laps so far this race. And Declan just sitting in his wake as Hodgie has to stay with him. He just needs to stay with him. That Lexus is very strong come the end of the race, but the medium tyres does seem to have equalised it a little bit and helped out those Fords with their tyre wear woes. P. White holding on to 9th place. Doesn't look like the Volvo or the Honda are going to be a threat to him in this race, although Bloomfield, he might have to worry about Muhammad Ali, who's going 2 seconds faster than him last time around, and that Volvo looks like an absolute pig to drive. You can see he is absolutely fighting it in every corner. As he comes down, he's not showing any confidence. He doesn't want to push it. He's not letting it ride too high. And yes, you can see that's a man who's not on top of the car. The Volvo's driving him. He's not driving the Volvo. That's what's happening there, ladies and gentlemen. And Muhammad Ali had a bit of bad luck at the early start in this race, but that's the problem with the Honda. It doesn't start very well. Doesn't get off the line, so he always ends up in the pack. Always ends up having to have a skirmish, and sometimes it just doesn't go your way like today. But the Honda team will rise again, I am sure. Sid the Sloth in 12th, and he's done a 35.7, which is not a bad lap time on those medium tyres, it has to be said. Phaser has had nothing but nightmares since race 1, and he's getting some lap times now though. Nigel leads 32.3 last time around. The Focus still standing strong. Slowpoke ahead of the Derg. Then Rossi has got himself ahead. The battle of the Bermudas, and Rossi's come out above Kian, who is now being caught by Wayne. Unbelievable stuff then. Wayne G, hot. He is hot schnizzle in this championship. The man is aiming for League 1 next season, you can tell. Kian in the Burtma, he wants to come back at the sister car. Full show. I don't. Yeah, they are the same one. I'm pretty sure. So Wayne G6, Hodgie in 7th. P. White. Hang on. Where's our man? Oh no, we've had a disconnect, and it's Slowpoke. Slowpoke not finishing this race. That's going to hurt his championship, ladies and gentlemen. Nigel in first. Slowpoke's in second. What am I talking about? Who's gone? Give me a sec. I'll work it out. Slowpoke. I thought it was Slowpoke, but Slowpoke's doing a super job in second, with Derg in third. Oh, Slowpoke's showing a bit of tyre smoke, but it's all good. It's all gravy. It's mustard. And Derg just sitting in his wake, pushing him 12.5 minutes. Rossi in 4th, going for No, Waney is gone for a move on Kian, and he's pulled it off. And Waney is flying high at these last stages of this race. Rossi next to be on his target list. Derg is pushing Slowpoke all the way. Kian in 6th. Hodgie, P. White, Bloomfield, Muhammad Ali, Sid the Sloth, Phaser. Who the hell have we lost then? Is it Declan? Did I say Declan? We may have lost Declan. So Niggle then leads, but it's looking all done and dusted. Just under 2 minutes left of racing. So it's going to be possibly this lap and another. Slowpoke is under threat. Derg all the way is absolutely shadowing him through each and every corner, and it really makes you... No, Slowpoke, I was just about to say, it makes you nervous about your braking. And there you see Slowpoke trying to go late on the brakes, and Derg just sweeps on through. And Slowpoke, though, third place, my friend. Don't try and think about the loss, think of the gain. Rossi in 4th is coming hard with Waney chasing. Kian's been caught by Hodgie now. Hodgie has been lit all of Brands. He has been throwing that Lexus around this Kent track like it just doesn't matter. And he's done a superb job of getting another move lined up against the Burmoa, and it's done. It's done into Druids. It's already done. I could tell before they entered. Hodgie on fire. Oh, my Hodgie's on fire. Come on. So Niggle leading this race. It was always going to be. We could tell. Soon as we saw him on that pole, we knew there was no stopping him. His mind was set. He pressed the button before we went. There was no arguing with him. The look in his eye said, this race and no other, I will win. And he has, in a very, very strong manner. Dergview then has pulled away from Slowpoke. Slowpoke, I don't think it's the tyres. I think it was that Slowpoke having a rest now. He's been having to drive intensely for nearly 10 laps of Brands Hatch with Derg right up his rear derriere. And now without that, he's picked up a penalty though. He's got to be careful because Waney G coming at him. And there is no penalty spot, I believe. So that's a second. He's got to try and maintain a second ahead. But it's this man now in race 3. Niggle comes on home to take the win. Derg for 2nd place. Great stuff. Slowpoke, is it? Confirmed. Slowpoke in 3rd. Great stuff. Waney in 4th. Kian in 5th. Hodgie 6th. Rossi in 7th. Wow, Rossi dropped down with P. White coming home in 8th place. Oh God, I hurt my voice doing that winner. Here we go. P. White coming home in 8th place. Oh, Bloomfield and Graham Hammond. Hey, do you know what? I just can't get enough. So let's go back 20 seconds, see how that goes. Oh, Bloomfield had a little wide on, and Graham Hammond Ali decided to go for gold. And Bloomfield and Graham Hammond Ali then on the final lap, bickering over 9th place, and I am here for it as they come around the final corner. Wasn't Graham Ali who had the close one at the end of the last one, as Graham Ali pulls the trigger? He's going for it, but it looks like Bloomfield has got it covered off, and Bloomfield, oh no, Graham Ali right at the dead. Got that. Wowzers. How did he do it? That poor Volvo, eh? It's got nothing. It's got nothing going for it except it's got a nice livery. Sid the Sloth, and a really great driver. Sid the Sloth in 11th with Phaser having the Brands of Hell. It was Brands Hell for him, not Brands Hatch. And Phaser, I think, having a lot of problems with his steering wheel during this race. But Niggle, in the end, we've had 3 different winners, ladies and gentlemen, as we usually do from these races. This is intense and electrifying all at once. And there is only one place to be for this kind of racing. It is the Ultimate Racing League. You can find them on Facebook. They have a website, www.ultimateracingligue.com. And I suggest you get yourself signed up if you have Gran Turismo 7. And if you don't have Gran Turismo 7, then I'd get yourself signed up and then buy Gran Turismo 7. I'm Thingamajig. This was me doing Ultimate Racing League's Ultimate Touring Car Championship Replica BTCC League 2 Round 3. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for those that have watched and tuned in. You're awesome. Tiro, peace and love, peace and love.